welcome back to another episode of Three Slips and Silly Points. We got our legends back. We got Chai back at first slip. Raj, bit of a slow one, somehow caught up to second slip. Me, I have to burn myself to third slip, and we're not at Gully. And the Silly Points, we've all got them covered. Today will be a pretty quick episode, but we're going to target our great game. What a game, first of all. Well, as in, there was batting, but a lot of wickets. There was batting, a little bit, but a lot of wickets,
They're
which is
like,
India versus New Zealand.
India is just like, look, we know we lost today, but we can make up for it. We can make up for it. It's all good.
We could make up for it.
It's all good. How are we gonna make up for it? We'll just get out real quick.
Against Bangladesh, when we lost like 3 days of the game, there were conversations in the dressing room to forfeit an innings. So essentially, what we've done is just forfeit our first innings, right?
But
For namesake,
Well,
we've gone in there.
I'm on the other end of spectrum because I watched very quick highlights for it. Yes, again, like at that caliber, but yeah, ball moved a lot, a lot. The from swing and from the seam, it every time you saw it, and that is like, come on, you can't get. They're not like I get it, they top class,
okay,
but
but it
yeah,
wasn't like New
going
Zealand
for
won
a
the
but.
toss.
Yeah, true.
No, it's
Hey,
like home
on
conditions.
and on the other side, India is likely to make it, or highly likely to make it to WTC finals.
Well, not like
And
that.
this is essentially the sort of pitch that you could expect in Lords. Day one the ball swings, the ball seams, and
Look,
this is now putting a new nerves into me.
no. But so if India loses this game, right, the math
Mm.
changes. So if they lose this game, then they have to win at least one game in Australia.
We'll
No
talk
way.
about it.
Chai and I are like, yeah, I think one game we could do. That's a different story. We'll talk about India, Australia later on because that's
India.
yeah. Because all the media
Yes.
have started talking about the previews, India versus Australia. So.
I saw a video yesterday where Pujara was. They took this clip of
Yeah,
Pujara walking down
yeah.
the Lord's Steps, and with the caption, "All right, this is how Pujara is now gearing up for India comeback after this innings."
Oh, they did
I
need
saw
him in this
something
one.
similar. Yeah, I saw something similar. They're like, something about like a collapse, and then this wouldn't have happened because of Pujara. And you see Pujara just going nice blocks, nice hits, very traditional. Look,
No, this wouldn't have happened if they just
yeah,
picked a bowl.
Yeah.
Like the conditions
On-
are crazy, and yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
conditions
But
were
like I feel like if it was India bowling first, right? I don't think New Zealand would
Mm.
have been toppled up for 46.
I think it happens once in a blue moon, or
No,
once
because this blue moon just
once in
happened.
all right. Oh, it
Wasn't
happens
there an
once in every
ODI?
WTC cycles.
Nah, bro. In that pink ball test, remember 36 all out.
Yeah, that was the last WTC cycle. This is the new WTC cycle.
The new
Oh, so
Happens once every
once a
WTC.
cycle.
Yeah. No, but
Yeah,
wasn't there an ODI that India was New Zealand was the same thing, and India collapsed pretty badly? There was an ODI that
Nah,
was the
but
same thing. It
it's
was
the
a sweeper.
final. It's the final.
Mm.
But technically that's a 2-dayer. So again, a test match.
A two there. Yeah,
Because
yeah.
remember they had a rain break for the
Yeah,
reserve
they had a
days.
red break. Yeah. No, because the reel was talking about whenever New Zealand swings and everything, this is what happens, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Wait. So India actually has
Mm.
a terrible record against New Zealand in these kind of lands.
Mm.
WTC final, similar conditions. They couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
They always take New Zealand for granted, and then they get bummed up. Good stuff.
Gill and what's his name? Akashdeep were last minute change.
No.
And
Gill
Gill's
was
they said
stiff neck, and Akashdeep
stiff
wasn't a
neck.
last minute change. It was so.
the
I,
new
Oh, okay,
the
that
new
one.
Akash
yeah,
going into
I,
this.
I reckon that's why they picked batting,
Betting.
because they want to bowl last because they've prepped
Yeah.
for 3 spinners. But it doesn't matter. Bumrah, they should have backed Bumrah. They only used 3 bowlers.
Mm. They
Yeah,
haven't.
and
Yeah.
all three are pace bowlers, right? There's absolutely no
No,
spin.
Ashwin's there also. They've used
But
Kuldeep.
no. Like the New Zealand, they only used
Oh,
3
New Zealand,
bowlers.
sorry.
Out of that, only 2 of them did bulk of the bowling and got the 9 wickets.
Yeah.
Well, that was enough, wasn't it? That was enough to.
That's what I'm saying. And we had two pace bowlers.
Yeah.
And have you observed we've got five ducks,
Yeah, it's a lot
Mm.
actually.
including golden duck. I think we did do a quick review of different sort of ducks, so we should probably recycle that clip out and play it out for the audience.
For me, the craziest one was Surfraz Khan's dismissal. He came and he's like, I'm charging, boys, I'm charging."
Yeah.
Oh,
See, that's what
Yeah.
it is. If Pujara was there, experience would have known. Don't need to charge.
Uh, it's so funny you say how Sarfraz was charging. I was watching a video, an interview of his father giving a bit of tips to other
Mm.
upcoming players and coaches, where he said, growing up, I was asking Sarfraz and Mushir to not worry about the score, but worry about how long you stick at the wicket. So if it's a 2 day game, I want them to just bat, right? I don't care about runs. I just want
Mm.
them to bat.
yeah,
Um, and then on the contrary, this guy goes in third ball, goes to flash,
yeah,
hasn't opened the innings, hasn't, and he didn't walk in a friendly, useful conditions as well. I
Yeah,
understand the
yeah.
Sehwag's approach of let's smash the ball, take the shine off the ball, but there are instances where you got to respect the conditions as well, especially when you've already lost one or two quick wickets and a big wickets as well.
yeah. Oh man,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
So
but the
There are
thing
no
is,
words. There's no
in
words to explain.
in my head, I actually think
Mm.
Sharma and Kohli need to step up here, right? Because they're the senior most batters here,
Mm.
and both of them fucking just shelled it.
yeah.
Like Kohli hasn't scored runs in so long.
Uh, yeah,
A
I think
phase?
we're just
Is
gonna
it,
open
is
up
this a
a
pre
can of
WTC
can
phase?
of
Yeah.
we're just probably gonna open up a can of worms and lot of hate for for me saying this. Um, yeah, I think some of our players have taken spots for granted. Um, yes, they've got class. Yes, they've got a history. That yes, they've got a track record. But in current form, you gotta cycle through the players as well.
Yeah,
If he is struggling, which we all know has been, I think the last big score that we've seen from Kohli was in the T20 World Cup finals,
yeah.
and since then he's played few Test matches, but hasn't come up or performed at that Kohli's level at the benchmark that he set for himself. Maybe giving him a break for a game or so. But again, we only have what 6 games or 7 games remaining before WTC final, so it's a tough one to
And yeah,
choose.
and we've got like a billion tests between that and like one ODI. Look, I no, I okay. Look, I think there's a split here because you guys are obviously quite harsh on the team. I, on the other end, is not as harsh. I think yeah, conditions not favorable. Completely
Yeah.
understandable, right? Not favorable. New Zealand bowled really well.
They were on the
Yeah,
money.
they were
I'm
on the
gonna
money.
put the
Yeah,
It
other way.
looked like a two-piece ball they had, and they were just swinging it so big. Oh my god, that was
but swing
bananas.
and
Ah,
like movement because like the lot like bounce. It just and you couldn't tell. Yeah,
Yeah, but
it
and
just you know
our
what it
seamers
felt
got
like.
zero
This is
wickets.
yeah, 3 wickets.
Seamers.
Oh, seamers. Sorry, I
so
heard team.
uh,
That's right.
I'm I'm gonna say it. As much as New Zealand was sticking to the basics of
Yeah,
just keeping the ball
yeah.
straight and let the ball do the talking. Our batting
And
was
India
no good.
didn't.
Our shot
Yeah,
selection was no
that's so
good,
true.
right?
Agree.
So rather,
That's quite
I
true.
mean, as much as we wanna give credit to New Zealand for exceptional bowling, equal
Hmm.
amount of discredit should be provided to every single batter out there. Yes, hard
Yep,
conditions.
credit.
Yes,
Mm,
I mean, Rohit agreed that he's misread this pitch and the conditions.
yeah,
Fair enough.
yeah,
But
yeah. Fair.
once we lost Rohit, once that first over was bowled, it was quite obvious that the pitch has a lot more to offer to the bowlers,
Yeah.
and the temperament of the batters had to change, right? See at the first hour of the day, right? Essentially, what's
Mm,
happened for the rest of New Zealand innings. After that initial first 1 to 2 hours of
yeah.
crazy mad swings, the ball didn't do much when it was our turn to bowl, right? It was essentially sort of slowed down. It was hard to get wickets as well.
We brought Conway back to form. Conway hadn't scored runs in so long, and he struck at 86.
Yeah.
But
Look,
the
if you look
the
at Conway's last few Test match scores, right?
yeah.
17-4, 961, and then now he's gone into just berserk mode. He baseballed it in it in bowling friendly conditions.
Cool. Having said all this, having a big rant at the team, and so the game is technically not complete yet. I mean, the odds are against the team, but we've seen number
Mm,
of times when odds are stacked against them, they've survived. They've come out. They've produced, or at least one or two players have played that magical innings. So the 3 days of game that's in front of us.
mm.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Also, I want to
We can-
give credit to Jaiswal and Pant, as in they stuck around. Obviously, they're the only ones who scored some runs, but they stuck around, and it wasn't easy scoring runs, right? Their strike rate for both of these was 20 and 40. So
yeah,
Yeah, but
Jaiswal's 13 was 63 balls.
yeah. And Jaiswal and Pant are the only two players who survived more than 3 overs. That's how bizarre the score, the batting order is. Everyone
Yeah,
else has been 15 balls, 16 balls, 17, 9, 1. Ashwin had the golden duck as well.
yeah, good. So I think, yeah, Ro's got a point that they misjudged the conditions, but again, the maturity should have been there for the senior players to realize,
yeah.
hold on, take a step back.
Oh, this is
And,
this is a normal Tuesday in England. If they want to
yeah,
bat in England, they do
Yeah,
that.
that's it. One other funny information, right? So Siraj, Kuldeep have batted, have been on the crease at the center for more balls than Kohli, right? Not just Kohli, Sarfraz, KL, Jadeja. So yeah, I mean, I guess misjudgment, rush of blood, but can't be rush of blood for one player. But if when you've got a
yeah, the whole
massive
team
batting
collapsed.
order, yeah. Oh well, all we could hope is the next three
Yeah,
days
let's see.
turns out to be a great
I don't
test
know.
outcome. And
I don't know what you guys think about this, but I'm just praying to the rain gods. Come down. That's the only thing.
uh,
Otherwise, we're out.
I'll be
you,
curious. Yeah, we'll be curious.
you
Day
know,
three today.
it's
Yeah,
it's forecasted to rain today in Bangalore. Thunderstorms
right. The
Full day,
tomorrow.
prayers
full
came
day,
true.
And,
full day,
so
full day rain.
pretty much. Yeah, I'll probably need to
Uh,
dig into weather, but on a high level, it does show that rain is forecasted for all 3 days. I don't know if you've got some glimpses of the pictures from Bangalore. There's Bengaluru.
yeah.
There's waterlogged pretty much half of the city. So
But
as much as the drainage system within the stadium is amazing, we still
well,
hope some water just
Yeah.
logs up
to
somewhere.
be honest, New Zealand can just declare now, and
Have a
and
go at it.
and all they need is
Wow.
45 minutes. All they need is 45 minutes of play.
Wow. Oh my God. So harsh. So harsh.
Uh,
I want a game. I want a game. I want to see if India can like again draw at minimum, right? If they can somehow get to a draw, or if they can win, that's like crazy. I want a game. I want to see if India can really bounce back from this.
Right, imagine if New Zealand gets to 220, they declare, and they're like, come on in, let's have a look. Let's see if we can
Yeah.
survive these
Let's have a
conditions.
look.
Because
Yeah.
it'll be overcast again if it's raining.
Be overcast
and
again. Yeah.
listen, if New Zealand had followed Team India and their approach, just the match before, I'm pretty
Mm.
sure they and New Zealand, are they still in the contention for WTC? I don't think so. After
I,
their loss to Sri Lanka, they are pretty much out of the race. And I
mm.
think at this point, it's more, all right, I'm out of the race. Can I take any big hits with me? Nothing to lose,
Yeah.
only to gain from here.
Yeah. And
I know
but
Raj is praying hard for rain, but yeah. Come on.
but you know what's crazy? So a loss over here will be more expensive than a
Yeah.
win in one of the games in Australia. because it's a 5-game
Yeah.
series versus a 3-game series. So they're going to have to
Yeah.
make up by winning 2 games.
Yeah, it's going to be
I think,
interesting. I mean, a draw is all right. A loss is going to hurt India pretty. It's going to open up WTC table again. Let me put it that way. Right?
yeah.
Sri Lanka, South Africa, whatnot are going to come back into the play.
Yeah.
Talking about South Africa, but again, India, I hope we get a game. But talking about South Africa, they just knocked Australia out
Oh,
in the
so
women's
good.
T20
Uh,
final.
that
So
was
good.
They just knocked them
uh,
out.
So good.
I woke up in the middle of night. I was watching some level of game, but by the time I actually started playing, South Africa was in a very comfortable situation.
Yeah.
But tournament hot favorites knocked out by Rainbow Nation, which is so good. So we're gonna have a new T20 champion, and Australia loses their streak of four of on the fifth consecutive T20 World Cup for the women's.
Do you think South African women will do the same thing men South African do? Probably choke towards the end.
No. Hey,
Easy.
Randeep, you call it. Let's see what happens.
Hey, it was a question. It wasn't a statement. It was a question.
Um,
um,
But yeah.
but I'm actually just happy we're going to have a new champion this time.
Mm. What do you think
yeah.
of West Indies and New Zealand? That's Saturday.
Come on. New Zealand all the way. Come on. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
uh,
Easy.
yeah. Yeah. It's New Zealand's coming off a high as well.
Mm.
Pretty convincing wins after the initial loss, I guess. But West Indies on the other side, who were at the third spot and knocked out the table toppers or what were table toppers England and
Yeah.
essentially knocked them out of the game as well, out of the tournament. So yeah, the other semis is going to be very interesting game. New Zealand, West Indies.
I
I
I reckon
think
both
West
both are
Indies may do it.
unpredictable. To be honest, both are unpredictable, but New Zealand's all
Yeah.
the way.
And
You got for New Zealand. I've got. I think West Indies could do it.
You got Windies?
Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, go with these. Try.
I'm rooting for Kiwis as well. New Zealand. New Zealand.
Kiwis as well. Two against one. Man, this
Tough,
episode just
tough.
stacked against me. I'm like, no, India did all right. It was a tough conditions, and I get it. They should be elite, and I think West Indies. Yeah, I see how it is.
That'd be so good.
But and the final on Monday, 21st. Obviously, South Africa women's are already qualified. I think they're favorites to win, yeah, regardless of West Indies or New Zealand. I think they'll be favorites to win. They're
Yeah.
pretty strong, a very
Yeah,
strong team.
maybe it's
The
the lady luck that needs to take the tag of chokers away from South Africa.
Oh,
Do you know what the crazy thing is? When New Zealand started the campaign, there was no hopes. Like
Yeah.
no one gave them any
mm.
chance of getting this far. So I mean, crazy. T20, that unpredictable beast.
Uh,
But
but
I'm surprised that the finals is on a Monday. Usually, you want to stack your finals on a weekend,
mm.
because of all the broadcasting rights and viewerships, etc. But
No, but
it's UAE.
It'll
no,
probably be live
it's
on
not
YouTube.
Monday. It's on Sunday,
It's
but it's
Sunday,
Monday
but
for us.
It's Monday for
yeah,
us.
yeah,
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 So
yeah,
we are in the wrong time zone.
yeah. It's not them. It's you.
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's so unfair for the second
Oh,
semifinalists, right? They play a game on Saturday and then
yeah.
they have 24
Then
hours
next
to
game is
turn up, turn up for the finals. I'm sure these players are.
No. They're playing on Friday out.
they're playing on Friday.
Yeah,
Don't take the Saturday as
yeah.
It's me again.
Conversions bowling you over,
It's
man.
like
You're bowled
they
by the
would never do
conversions.
this.
No.
Yeah,
Right.
Oh,
One more
every
reason
tournament at
why
least
not
has
to
1 day
record
gap
the moments.
between. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's fine. Fair
there's
enough.
always a 1 day gap. Yeah, yeah. If not, then it would have been just games finished. Everyone go for ice bath. That's it. Recovery. You had no
Game
other
one,
option.
bad game.
Just, just go for an ice bath. Oh my God. But
Yeah.
yeah, another episode. I think India, if the game happens, they've got a mountain to climb. To get to some sort of total, even a draw. We've got West Indies and then New Zealand. I think that'll be a really close game. Going for West Indies, we've got New Zealand in first slip and second slip, and I think South Africa women's will win the finals. But let's see what happens. A lot of cricket to come. Stay tuned. Again, we'll do the usuals: like, subscribe. We've got our previous video up here, and come back and comment. Let us know if we got any facts wrong or who you guys voting for in the women's final. Thanks, guys. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.